Hi.
We're back!
We're back, baby. Hi, my name is Dylan, and welcome to a Bardic Inspiration Special. We're doing a request show our last of this year, and pretty excited about it.
Yeah.
Of course, this show would not exist or even really be possible without the amazing Mr. Jason Charles Miller, our Bard. Welcome.
Thanks. Well, it wouldn't be possible without you and without C&E Games, so, codename games.
I feel like the songwriting and song performance aspect still exists if I'm not around.
Yeah, but it's not called Bardic Inspiration.
That's true.
It's just called...
I was also going to shout out Lauren, who is producing this show and getting ready to produce the next show after this. So we will end on time today. But first things first, I feel like if we're going to kick off a Bardic Inspiration show, and it's been a little bit, it's been a hot minute, rather than playing the last song that we wrote, because I don't even actually remember which one that was, we should kick things off
with the theme song.
Yeah.
But I would like to say one other thing. For as much as I wish that it was November 23rd, which means that I would have another week on this earth.
Oh, yeah, it's the 30th.
Actually November 30th today.
Yeah.
I mean, imagine if it really was November 23rd and we knew all the things that we knew on November 30th and all the, we could play lottery numbers. We could do all sorts of fun stuff. But unfortunately, it is November 30th.
I would have shown up for the show before this with all the answers that Mars and Garwar couldn't remember the names of.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, but here we go.
I had to miss the end of it too.
Pick up your gear and open your chests. Throw on your armor and head out on a quest. Hey, hey. It's a brand new day. On the Sun Coast, your allies will help with blades and bows and magic as well. Hey, hey. Heroes on their way. Fighting forever against overwhelming odds. Fighting together in favor of multiple gods. Idle champions of the forgotten realms. Idle champions, adventure never ends. Idle champions, it's you all and there. Idle champions, you will say it again. Idle champions. From Waterdeep to Asheville, head out to Chult, all Shadowfell, hey, hey. Together we stay. Walk to the monsters, walk to the boss, walk to the right, it's never a loss, hey, hey. Bad guys to slay. Fighting forever against overwhelming odds. Fighting together in favor of multiple gods. Idle champions of the forgotten realms. Idle champions, adventure never ends. Idle champions, you all in there. Idle champions, you return again. Idle champions. Yeah.
Nice. It sounded good. It sounded good.
Did you hear me play the wrong note at the first part of the chorus? See, now that I made a mistake, I don't have to worry about making mistakes anymore because I made my first one. That's what that's a good thing, because then you're just not worried about making mistakes. It's great.
It's great. It's perfect. It's pretty good.
It's pretty good. No.
We got a bunch of requests in during that song.
No whistling.
What? Do you not like whistling anymore?
I mean, it's fine. Whistling is fine, but no whistling.
I'm just kind of like, as requests come in, writing them all
Okay.
out in the order that they came in.
Gotcha. Am I
And
looking? Can you put it in our chat?
I'll
What's
put
up,
them
everybody?
I'll put them in as they come up. Yeah, but
Yeah, you know. Oh, and I forgot to say, typical. When I got back from England last time, if you'll recall, I caught COVID. This time, I just caught some weird virus cold thing. I went to the doctor yesterday. So I've been back from England for like 3 weeks and I can't get rid of this stupid cough.
yeah,
So I went to the doctor and I was like, what's going on? I mean, I've tested for COVID negatively like since I've been home, probably taken 10 tests. Okay.
Mhm.
Went to the doctor, said, what is this? He said, it's just a new virus that's going around. You don't have a bacterial infection. Like, he checked me out, did the whole stethoscope thing.
yeah.
He said, it's just this new virus that's going around. He goes, most viruses last 7 to 10 days, and this new one lasts 30. I don't know why, but you will get over it. And he's right, because like even before I scheduled it, I started to get better, and I'm about in the last week of it, and it's really annoying. But so anyway, so it affects some of my high notes. I get tired. My throat gets tired early. So if I do, but I also know when it's happening, so I'll just like sing a fifth below or something on any of these songs that are high.
Oh, fair enough.
So there you go.
Yeah.
Maybe that's too. Maybe
The
that's
next song's not super high, right? Because we are blessed in game, #blessed, just because Garwar would love it if I said that. We are blessed with the launch of the definitive chaotic evil fighter, the Warduke.
Oh yeah,
Finally in game.
he's in.
Have known he was coming to the game for like a really long time, and have been just like waiting to like, yay, Warduke is here.
Have you been able to tell anyone?
Well, we talk about it internally, but our amazing talent and partner coordinator, manager V, has lined up with a few publications, like the news about Warduke coming to the game, because people get really excited about Warduke.
Oh wow,
Warduke's popularity defies expectation, right? Because like it's not like he's been featured in a lot of things, but like he was this really badass toy at a good time for a badass toy to come out, and like has been
I had that toy, man. I don't know where it is.
We actually got we got our hands on, and I wish I could show this, but it's at V's place for shipping purposes. We got our hands on a 1983 Warduke action figure, still in its package, and it's not a near mint package, but it's a pretty darn good condition package that we're gonna give away during our one shot coming up after this.
And let me guess.
Vintage figure, yeah.
Let me guess. Employees or contractors of Codename Games are not eligible.
Oh, of course not. No.
Dang it!
I guide others to a treasure I cannot possess. Yeah.
That shield was awesome.
Yeah. So we'll be giving away that Warduke action figure, and
Just got zoomed in.
Yeah, because it occurs to me, I'm like, how much we've had so much going on lately that even the plan for how we were giving it away might have gotten lost in the shovel, because we had planned to do a bunch of different things and eventually settled on giving it away during the show. And I'm also mentioning it right now because I need to remember to do that giveaway in the next few hours during the show. So, but yeah, it's very cool. And anyways, yeah, just excited about Warduke. It's a fun character. I think the ability that they set up for it, the chaotic inversion that allows him to invert formation abilities, is one of those like simple concept, very, very difficult to utilize and master kind of things. So I'm excited for it.
Give me 1 sec.
No worries.
Just 1 sec. I'm right here.
I'll keep talking. I can keep going.
I'm not going anywhere. That whole sneeze did something. All right.
No worries. Yeah, it's a super great giveaway, and it's something that we were hoping to be able to like promote more, but it's kind of also a tricky thing in that like we have one to give away. We managed to get our hands on one through eBay at a price that we thought was fair.
Is that how you found it? eBay?
Yeah. It was an eBay like, hey, this looks like a great deal on getting this vintage action figure, so we just did to give it away. So pretty excited about that. And you need as many of us as possible to sign it if you win it, Cassius 335. Oh, I wish that were possible, but it is at V's place because we ship all of our North America stuff from V's place usually. Because, yeah. So it's not near the office. We can't sign it. But maybe we'll think of something else. I don't know. We have some other cool things coming up. Anywho, I feel like I've chatted enough. It is time for a song about Warduke, aptly named Warduke, in which Jason sings Warduke.
Let's do it. No one knows him by his name, only by a sword of flame. Red eyes glowing in the dark. You know he'll never miss his mark. Winged helm of darkness blazing in the night. Nightmares deep beneath him, yearning for a fight. It's Warduke, watch out, he's coming for you. Warduke, no doubt he'll split you in two. It's Warduke, you fool, they paint him with gold. Warduke, so cruel, your life has been sold. Warduke. No one's ever seen his face. They just find the mess he makes. Once the friend who both strong heart, his evil ways tore them apart. The Heartstone made him evil, now he shines a light. Once he was a hero, now he lives to fight. It's Warduke, watch out, he's coming for you. It's Warduke, no doubt he'll split you in two. It's Warduke, you fool, they paint him with gold. Warduke, so cruel, your life has been sold. Warduke. In his black and hard, no redemption will he find. He will quest for power to the end of time. It's Warduke, watch out, he's coming for you. It's Warduke, no doubt he'll split you in two. It's Warduke, you fool, they beat him with gold. It's Warduke, you sound now death has been sold. Warduke. Warduke. That was dedicated to Luke.
Yeah, yeah. Dedicated to Luke, the Warduke song. I feel like we probably could have fit some more Wardukes in there, but we did pretty good.
Sung by Jack Black. That's fair.
So it's actually kind of funny. So we have a short list of requests, and like given the length of episode that we have, I'm not sure how many of them we'll get to, because we have old requests that we weren't able to get to during our last request show because they were songs that we had probably not performed since the episode following when they were written.
In like 2 years. Yeah.
Yeah.
In
So
fact, let's do, hold on. Let's do Esmeralda first, but even though I was reviewing it this morning, I need to listen to it really quickly one more time to just get the beginning, and then it'll kick in, if that makes sense.
Oh no, I get it. I don't remember the riff for it, and I usually remember the riffs for all of them.
Well, there's not so much of a riff. It's just like, it's more of like a some chords, you know, going, but whoop, I just ended it. Hey.
Artificer of My Fate, Lurking Rider. No, we have actually performed Artificer of My Fate a couple of times after it was written, but yeah, the Esmeralda song and
okay, I got it.
Were
requested. Just needed to hear a
requested
couple of strums.
the last couple of request shows, and we just hadn't had time to review them or anything. And so I messaged Jason after earlier this week. You asked me about it, and I was like, "Oh yeah, these." And I like looked up the YouTube video so we could rewatch them and learn how to play them again. So yeah, I feel like that's a great introduction to Where Angels Fear to Tread. That was dramatic of us for that name, but
it was.
That's probably my fault. I probably did that.
Do we even say it in the song? Yeah, we do.
I think it's part of the chorus. Yeah.
Struck out on my own, with no place to call my home, but a purpose burning bright inside my heart. Sought a mentor on my quest, so I could study with the best. Now there's nothing left but vengeance in my heart. When fate took my leg, I got up to fight again. Nothing stops me from the task at hand. Now I'm stronger than before. I stand ready for this war. Drive the undead scourge out of this land. Predators are prey by my hand. Monsters all alone in this dread domain I roam. Ancient evil hounds me every night. Search across this land for a way to understand how to break the curse, bring back the light. Time to put an end to this fight.
That was fun. It's been so long since I heard it that it's like relearning it at the same time almost.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Now,
Cool.
and what I was talking about earlier before we went, look, we did 70 songs and we tried really hard to make sure that a lot of them didn't sound like the other ones. You know what I mean? Like, we're like, ooh, that sounds like, because look, 70 songs? Just think about that for a second, people. 70 songs.
Yeah.
How much fun. I mean, what a great time. And, but, and how many of them ended up in the game? I mean, we recorded quite a few.
What is it? 8, 8, and 10. So 26. Right?
27 because of the theme song, right?
Oh yeah, 27. Yeah.
Yeah, so 27 of which
So it's about a third of the songs. Yeah.
and 17 of them. Yeah, 17 of them you can hear, anytime you want.
Yeah.
Really all of them, as long as when you're playing the game.
Yeah.
Because, but plus instrumental versions, exactly. So, I mean, we did a lot of good.
Yeah, I think it made a nice impact on the game. I remember we used to get a lot of feedback about, one of the reasons why with a game like ours, we didn't invest a lot into an initial soundtrack was because people typically mute this kind of game because it's running while they're doing other things. Like,
right.
It doesn't get 100% of somebody's attention typically. Now we made our game pretty active, so it does require a little more attention, but it was just one of those things where we started getting positive feedback as soon as we started putting more music into it. Cause people are like, I like the soundtrack. Like the sound effects are still often muted, but like they like the music that we put in. So I was happy to have that impact. I thought it was very cool.
Same. Yeah. So, you never gave me the list, by the way.
Oh yeah. Sorry. I'm just maintaining a list here because I don't know how much we'll have time for. Now, do we want to do the other one that you relearned, or do we want to take one of the requests?
Let's take one of the requests and then we'll,
Okay.
because the other one I know better.
This is the full list of requests. I'll just send it to you. And the last one is the one I think we should do no matter what, and we'll just try and make our way through the other ones.
Oh.
That was the order they came in on. Gelatinous Cube was the one that got multiple votes for it.
Yeah.
Which of course
that's the hit. That's our hit. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's our hit single.
Oh yeah, man. I can't wait until I hear it.
I told you I made my band learn it, right?
Yeah, you mentioned that, and you sent me I think you sent me some footage of it being played, and people digging it, and I was like, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Do they even know how much they're loving D&D right now?
Well, I kind of explained it to him. Like, it would have been really weird if I just started in the middle of one of my concerts just playing Gelatinous Cube with no context.
It's like, so here's the perfect bridge between From the Wreckage Part 1 and Part 2. It's called Gelatinous Cube, and then you just go into it.
Yeah. That's true. It is the most requested. I could play Zorbu's song with no context. I could. You're right.
Yeah, actually.
Okay. Let's do Cry for Justice, man. I know that's your favorite.
It's one of my favorites. Yeah.
And
Definitely really love that song.
Think about the recording on that one too, with Brenda Lee Yeager like doing the gospel choir for me and everything. I mean, how cool is that?
I thought that was super cool. I remember somebody on our end being like, "Who is that?" I'm like, "Here's her Wikipedia entry," because she has one. It's like she used to tour with all of these people who are like huge names. They're like, "Oh," I'm like, "Yeah, she's a real gospel singer." Like,
yeah. She was on Soul Train even.
Oh, really?
Yeah, there's a great clip of her on YouTube singing on Soul Train, like in the 70s. Man. It's pretty cool.
No, I don't know what the experience was like for you in the studio with working with her, but like it sounded like she just like came in, just knocked it out, and just like it just like it didn't sound like it was super difficult.
I don't think it took that long, and
Yeah.
I've worked with her a couple other times too, so it was really I was like, she's my number one choice.
Yeah, that was super cool. All right.
Okay, cool. Here we go. shining beacon in the sky, guiding light to those who cry for justice. On platinum wings they fly. Their scales will form a shield, blade of mercy they will shield, unwavering to leave it to unsealed. Peace and teeming greed, standing for the meek and free, from before the world was new. The platinum dragon flew. He is the Lord of the North Wind, angel of the seven heavens, king of the dragons. Bahamut will fight injustice. Let's show him that he can trust us. Values knowledge over gold, takes joy in stories told, grants his wisdom and blessings to the bone. Takes no pleasure in the fight, knows the big things right through the darkness. They carry a brilliant light. Raise your hands up to the sky, sing songbirds with him fly. Platinum wings will shelter all, if you just answer the call. He is the Lord of the North Wind, angel of the seven heavens, king of the dragons. Bahamut will fight injustice. Let's show him that he can trust us. He is the Lord of the North Wind, angel of the seven heavens, king of the dragons. Bahamut will fight injustice. Let's show him that he can trust us. Witnesses in light and justice, join our ranks and stand amongst us.
It's it has definitely reached the point where I hear her contributing vocals even though they're not there.
Yeah.
Like I know where it is, and it just kind of
That's
like
cool.
pops in, which I thought was super cool. Yeah. Yeah, that was such a blast. I'm just trying to add the remaining song lyrics to this public doc. So I'm editing it right now. I'll let everybody know when it's done, and then I'll link it.
The remaining song lyrics to what?
Well, I was putting them
Oh.
in 20 episode chunks.
Okay.
So the last time I'd edited it was for episode 60, or up to episode 60. But obviously we got to 71, I think it was 70. Yeah, episode 71 was the Dritz one. So
Yeah.
because we just couldn't line up scheduling with Bob Salvatore. Oh, that would have been fun. But at the same time, the song turned out cool, so I'm happy. Anyways, what would you like to play next?
Well, why don't we do? Well, what is the other one? Hold on, Is the other one that I learned, has it been requested yet?
It has not been requested today. It was because it was when we were talking about songs that we hadn't played in a while. I don't think it has been played since the episode following when it was written. So that was like episode 15 or something. Like.
And by the way, since we're doing this on a Wednesday, I normally stream on Wednesday nights.
Yep.
So a lot of these songs are also on my request list. So if you want to jump in to my stream later, if you're not following me already, give me a follow and come on over to my channel later. So So that's my channel right there.
Yeah,
but then let's do the layover one.
Okay.
Hold on a second.
Yeah. Let's do it.
Which I'm all set for.
I think it's called She's a Knockout. Was that the name of the song?
Yep. We did it in the style, the idea was in the style of AC/DC.
Yeah. Just need to get some nice I was gonna make a joke about rhythm guitar and but then I'm like, wait, didn't he die? I was like, oh, and then I was suddenly sad and I just stopped.
No, it's all right.
Yeah. They've been
I know what
they've been going hard for so long, honestly.
I mean, bands that have been around that long, I mean, they've gone through 2 deaths.
Yep.
Remember their first singer died, and I mean, any band that's been around that long goes through some deaths. Just law of averages, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Oh, Dylan, I haven't seen you since I saw the Ronnie James Dio documentary.
Oh, how was it?
So good. It's like one of the and I'm not the only person saying this. It's one of the best like music documentaries I've ever seen, and I think it comes out tomorrow.
Okay. So you got to go to like one of those LA pre-shows.
It comes out on Showtime tomorrow, which means if you've got Amazon Prime, I think you can rent it pretty easily.
Okay. Yeah, I'm curious, man. Ronnie James Dio was, I mean, an incredible singer, but like had a long career,
so many things happened in his career. Yes, Bunny Beast. It's called Dio, Dreamers Never Die, and it will be available online tomorrow. I had the good fortune of being invited to the premiere, so that was super cool.
That is cool.
But with all the clips, he was so beloved, and several of our songs throughout this show we've based on, this could be like a Dio ballad.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
For sure. Like we've used that as inspiration. So.
I still remember going to see Tenacious D and the Pick of Destiny in the theater and not knowing that he or Meatloaf would be in it because I hadn't seen it yet. I hadn't heard the soundtrack. And just like you got Meatloaf and Ronnie James Dio for your opening number, like damn.
Oh, and Jack Black's in the documentary, and they talk about that scene and everything, and it's really cool.
He's just like sitting on that throne on his door, and he just starts singing to him. I'm like, wow, this is amazing.
Yeah.
Oh, such a good time.
Anyway, all right, so here we go. So I totally recommend that documentary. You'll feel great, and there's so many things that happened with him in his music career before he even joined Rainbow. Which is where a lot of us know him from originally. So. Here we go.
Yeah. No, I'm already thinking of a couple of their key songs. Like just the riffs just start as soon as I start thinking about it. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Anyways.
All right, Caddy Bree. Here we go.
She's a knockout.
When I first saw her, she was breaking some bones, auburn hair. Fish made of stone, busting heads, all on her own. Whoa, you better run if she's coming for you, hot seeker. Always sure it's true. Watch out, Caddy Bree's coming through. Whoa. She's a knockout, who's gonna knock you out, leaving no doubt, that's what it's all about. She's going all out, she'll make you scream and shout. She's a knockout, who just knocked you out. Human born, dropping bread, might just crack your head. Many miles she is tread. Whoa, from the hall to the brawl, she's a fierce defender of all. When the stage
one's a blast. It's 12:37. We have about 15 minutes because we need to end just a bit early before the hour in order for prep for the next show to get done. And we definitely need to close with the Bardic Inspiration theme song, although it's pretty short. So what are like the other 2 to 3 songs we should play out of that list?
Well, we should play our hit.
Gelatinous Cube, yeah.
And I think we should do
pretty popular.
Huh?
Kobolds Are Number One is pretty popular.
That's really popular. I played Kobolds Are Number One. I played a few at D&D in a castle.
Oh yeah.
I on one of the evenings they asked me to do an acoustic concert, and so I played several songs from Bardic Inspiration. I had to, because I mean, you got to know your audience, right? And it's a castle full of Dungeons and Dragons players. They're gonna get these songs, and believe me, they did.
Good. I'm glad people are hearing it. Really, that's awesome. Cool. Yeah, out of the remaining ones that we have, like Gelatinous Cube, I think we have to play. I think Kobolds Are Number One is a nice quick one that's fun, that everybody loves, that we could get into. And then between the last ones, I want to say the Raise Your Tankards Dwarf song, if you remember it, is
pretty good. Oh no, I played that a lot on my request show too.
Good.
People request that a lot.
Yeah, because that's what I think we should do for our last 3: Gelatinous Cube, Kobolds, Tankards, and the theme song. And then then we'll be out until next year sometime.
Knock those out like Caddy Bree would knock you out.
I mean, Caddy Bree would knock us out, no problem. Like the whole theme around that song was because the description from Volo of Caddy Bree was like the first time I saw her, she was knocking somebody out who had said something, like just clocking some person out. I'm like, yeah, because she was a badass fighter lady who could do that. So yeah, it seemed like a fun thing for inspiration.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Do you ever wonder why this dungeon floor is so clean? Who maintains this place, keeping it all pristine? There's no debris in here, you can sneak without a care. Only clean, shining stone and treasure everywhere. Rogue sees something shiny, he takes off down the hall, and suddenly he stops like he's run into a wall. Gelatinous Cube, Gelatinous Cube, unsung hero of the dungeon. Yeah, it's Terminator of the news. Gelatinous Cube. Not a single cobweb, not one speck of dust. The silver all looks polished and the iron is free of rust. The corridor is 10 feet tall and strangely 10 feet wide. There's no place for you to go, there's nowhere left to hide. If you stumble in the path of that not so friendly jail, unless you wanna face its wrath, you better run like hell. Gelatinous Cube, Gelatinous Cube, unsung hero of the dungeon. Yeah, it's Terminator of the news. Gelatinous Cube. You ever wonder what it's like to find a death so slow? As you're sinking to its hungry depths you go. Your body is engulfed, drowning in the slime. Its acid eats away at you, dissolving you over time. Gelatinous Cube. Gelatinous Cube. Unsung hero of the dungeon. And exterminator of the news. Gelatinous Cube. Oh, Gelatinous Cube. Gelatinous Cube. I like doing that little
That was a good pause.
By the way, you know, when we used to do the show a lot, we used to talk about stuff that was going on in our lives or whatever. And I did have something pretty cool happen to me. I guess it was 2 weeks ago now.
Was this when you had like 6 video game characters come out at once?
Well, I had 4. Yeah, I talked about 3, but I actually had 4. So I had 4 video games that I'm in as a voice actor, all came out in the same week. Cobra Kai 2, Rise of the Dojos. that's the same. Elder Scrolls Online, new expansion of that. Tactics Ogre Reborn, and Bendy and the Dark Revival, which is like a super. It's a super horror game. It's really beautiful though. Like it's in 3D and every piece looks like it was painted. Like every piece of.
I love that
really
stuff.
Neat.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Bendy series is really cool. So, had to talk about that for a second.
That's awesome.
What do you want to do next? Kobold?
I think so. I think Kobolds, Tankards theme.
Okay. Kobolds are really number one. Hold on. Kobolds are really tough. Kobolds will steal your stuff. Kobolds we like to sing. Kobolds will take your things. Kobolds live underground. Kobolds we run around. Kobolds we like the dark. Kobolds don't need no art. We may be small, we may be last, but we are many and we're coming fast. Don't hide all your gold. Pack up your tools. Stomp on your toes. Steal all your jewels. Kobolds covered in scales. Kobolds we have cool tails. Kobolds we're not that short. Kobolds we're in your fort. Kobolds come from dragons. Kobolds drain your flagons. Kobolds deserve the praise. Kobolds are really brave. We may be small, we may be last, but we are many and we're coming fast. Don't hide all your gold. Pack up your tools. We'll stomp on your toes. Steal all your jewels. Shiny rocks and bits of string. Stones and bones and flaming things. Hiding treasures, lots of fun. Kobolds take your stuff and run. Kobolds we think the best. Kobolds smarter than rest. Kobolds hide in your group. 3 kobolds act tall as you. We may be small, we may be last, but we are many and we're coming fast. So hide all your gold, pack up your tools, and stomp on your toes, steal all your jewels. Kobolds we fight in herds. Kobolds we forget words. Kobolds are super fun. Kobolds are number one.
You're doing the old Orkira speed up.
Yeah, I was thinking of honoring Lauren by doing the Orkira speed up. So we kind of did 2 in 1.
Yeah. Oh man, that's so funny.
So Lauren,
you-
that was for you.
Before we do the last couple songs, did you do all of the kobold voices that are in the Kobolds Are Number One track?
Actually, I didn't. I had some friends of mine. I did some, but from the Gax pack, Adriosa did some,
Oh yeah.
and then from my side project, Resodrone, that we did music for
Cyberpunk.
and also for Gods of Metal Ragnarok now too. So Jameson did some, and then Jeff Vicente, who is the manager of my recording studio and a musician in his own right, also did some. So I got a bunch of people to do crazy kobold voices for me.
Cool. I was wondering that when I was first listening to it, because as soon as the voices started, I was like, "Oh man, this is going all in on kobolds."
Oh yeah, get him! Sorry, I knocked my guitar out of tune.
No worries. It's okay. This is one of those deep dwarf songs, anyways. So
You know which one I haven't done in a while, and we'll have to do it some other time, is Lizard Folk. That's another one. We have so many like classic songs that we never even got to record.
yeah. I was thinking about when you were telling Mark Muir, like, see if you can guess who this is inspired by, and you played that. He's like, "Wow."
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
Well, the fellow Canadians.
Yeah.
Okay. Raise your tankards, right?
Yep. That's
what's
the
next?
one.
Yeah.
We might even run out of time with that, actually, but we'll see where we are when we get there.
Okay. As they say, we'll cross that bridge when we get there. Just getting my notes up here. We work all day in the darkness underground, seeking riches in the stone to be found. The heat of the earth and the mines below our lands, and the treasure in our hands. Born of the forge, we are miners of the gorge, we are crafters of rune and stone. Our clans are strong as our beards are long, and we're never on our own. Sweat drips down and our hammers pound as we sing along to the sound. Keep our axes sharp and our voices loud as we make more running proud. Raise your tankards to the mountain and to our ancestors' pride. To the stone our works are bounding, to Mathoid always provides. Clan Guardian protect us as we defend our lands. Guide our axes onward, our lives are in your hands. We spend all day starving stone and clay to extract the precious ore. Our magic runs deep like the earth beneath our feet, and the holy mead we pour. We work all day over fires hot with coal. Masterworks are gold. We have gold in our veins and silver in our bones and mithril in our souls. Sweat drips down and our hammers pound as we sing along to the sound. Keep our axes sharp and our voices loud as we make more running proud. Raise your tankards to the mountain and to our ancestors' pride. To the stone our works are bounding,
I'd love to hear that one in a hall with 100 dwarves singing it. That'd be sweet. Anyways, we're gonna run out of time. So thank you for joining us for our Bardic Inspiration Special. It's been very nice to reconnect with y'all and
Definitely
celebrate the launch of Warduke with an ode to Warduke. We'll just have to play the Bardic Inspiration theme song next time. Jason, is there anything you want to shout out before we head?
I'll just be back on my channel tonight at 7 Pacific, 10 Eastern, and see you then.
Cool. All right.
Wait, I think. Hold on. I think I'm reading. I'm interpreting what Lauren wrote differently than what you are.
Oh, okay. I'm interpreting it as we have 5.5 minutes for her to do the next show.
But she just wrote, "Go for it."
Oh, okay. Well, in that case, Bardic
We're gonna
Inspiration
close
theme,
with this, everyone.
and we'll cut as soon as it's done.
Super short.
Yeah, just like stream will end.
All right, here we go. Grab your logbook and follow along. We're gonna write a song with you. Tune into Twitch, turn your speakers up quick, toss in a rhyme or two. Hero or villain, which will it be? The choice is up to you and me. Idle champions, myths and legends, all from D&D. It's Bardic Inspiration. It's music creation. Bardic Inspiration. Bring your imagination. It's Bardic Inspiration. With gamers of all nations. Bardic Inspiration. With Dylan and Jason. It's always weird singing my name, myself.